Okay there, guys. Welcome. Oh, sorry about that. Boom. Welcome back. Uh, this is Thomas coming from Kansai, Japan. Got a nice little quick talk to tennis parents out there called 3 Tips on How You Can Become a Better Leader. How you can take your leadership skills to the next level. Let's be honest, guys. We know what time it is right there with the leadership. Being a tennis parent, I mean, it does kind of boil down to leadership because the better you can lead your kids, your family, and yourself, I mean, the more success they're going to have. All right, let's get into this. Oh, by the way, I'm going to leave a link below. Make sure that you click it if you want to take the free online course and join the newsletter. And also, if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you drop them in the comment section below. All right, let's get into it, guys. How well do you lead your kids? Leadership plays a vital role in every tennis parent's life. So, ask yourself this question: How well do you lead? How well do I lead my kids and my family now? This can be a great question to ask at the end of the day. Seek to find true answers and then make the needed corrections. And then keep asking this powerful question. That's it, guys. How well do you lead your kids? That's what it comes down to, guys. And a lot of times, what I found it's better to get really in a quiet spot and just really step away from everything and just really look at the whole situation. Okay, and say, okay, now how can I improve my relationship? How can I get better as a leader? How can I get better at communicating with my kid? I mean, this is very important, guys. Very important. Develop character. There's a lack of character going on in our society, and we all need to do something about it. We can start at home by building up our own and showing our kids how to develop it. The more you face your problems and setbacks with the right mindset and attitude, the more character you will build developing ourselves and our kids. The problem is we allow the past to shape our future, and this prevents us from building character. This is tip number one, guys, to becoming a better leader. You have to develop character. And I think what happens here is that what I say, guys, we let our problems. A lot of us parents out there are going through a lot. I mean, we know. Look, first, I know you guys have a lot on your plate. Believe me, I have a 9-year-old kid myself, and I'm actually dealing with a lot of this stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I'm teaching you is the stuff that I've been through and I'm going through. Okay, I want to make that perfectly clear. So the thing is that we have to be able to develop the right mindset and bounce back quickly from everything. I mean, think about it. Character is not. It's becoming bigger than your problems. As I heard someone say before, Thomas, the bigger you are, the smaller your problems become. And that statement is so true. Think about it. The bigger we are as people, and the more resilient we are, the more mentally tough we are, the more. I mean, the smaller our problems just seem to shrink. They go to hand, and of course we know. You look at anybody. Who's really has some type of success, it always came after they had to deal with type of some setback, frustration, or failure. Okay, which I don't really like to say that word, guys. As a matter of fact, let me strike that from the record. It's only feedback. It's only experience, right? So that's where we got to look at it. Build and fix your relationships. This goes for everything in your life. Build and fix the relationships that you now have. Example, your co-workers, spouse, coaches, kids. To be a great leader, you need to work on building great relationships. Notice all of the great leaders have great relationships, and how the unsuccessful blame everyone for their failures. Now, that's tip two to becoming a great leader, guys. Relationships. That's right. It is all about relationships. So with this tip here, what I would challenge you to do is just sit down and evaluate right now. What type of relationship do you have with your coworkers, or with your friends, or your spouse? Okay, your coaches, your kids, and then look to deepen it or strengthen it. That's the best way to look at this, guys. It's all about relationship. I don't care anybody say, it is all about relationship. To be a great leader, you have to develop a lot of great relationships. And think about this too. This goes beyond money too, because when you think about it, to really be living on purpose and a fulfillment and feeling fulfilled, it's having great relationships. So hey, the two just work hand in hand, guys. Study great leaders now. Spend the next month studying great leaders. Take a lot of notes too. Then stay congruent with their teachings by acting the part until you become the part. The way to become a great leader is to apply what you learn from your studies and then pretend to be them, and you will unconsciously become them. All right, guys. Tip 3: study great leaders. I'm doing it right now, and I mean across the board. I'm studying coaches. I'm trying to study uh, writers, directors, anybody. I mean, greatness. There's something about greatness leaves clues, right, guys? And when you think about it, Brian Tracy said this. It really is. It boils down to you studying great people or successful people, and then staying congruent with them. Okay, that's the key. Now, stay congruent with them until you actually, uh, you know, get it down to your consciousness and you become them. All right, so start reading, guys. Studying these guys, reading, studying, reading, and think about it. I think what happens with a lot of people, and I've seen this with my friends too. They'll read a lot of books. Okay, I have one Japanese friend. He reads lots of books, right? But yet he's still not where he wants to be in his business. And I keep telling him, how much are you staying congruent with what you're studying, man? Come on. This is a no-brainer, man. You're studying about this successful person or this great leader, but yet you're not staying congruent with them in your daily life. Come on, you're not going to get the results. Am I right? Of course. So I mean, this is step 3 here. Put the other two together. Okay, build those relationships. Um, get everything going. Develop your character. All right, get all that stuff going. I mean, to me, these are the 3 key things to develop becoming a great leader, guys. You start working on your character. You start developing your character. And by the way, this is why I love tennis, because tennis is the one sport that is going to reveal and then develop a player's character if they're willing. That's the key now. If they're willing, a lot of them aren't willing, so that's why 90% of them won't reach their full potential, and they'll quit on the game. They quit on themselves and they quit on the game. All right, and then like I said, all your relationships. Take a hard look at them, guys. A lot of times, and I can tell you right now, the best way to look at a relationship. Okay, this is the thing that's coming out right there. Sorry about the noise. It's going to come at you, but the thing you got to understand about any relationship, and this is very important, you got to look at that person as a moving train, already being set in their ways and their thinking patterns, and then it's up to you to be able to harmonize with them and eventually get them to see things your way, or for you to lead them into a better direction. Think about that, guys. Just look at your child as a moving train flying down the track. If you put up your hand, you know what's going to happen. They're going to run over you, right? But hey, if you can just get in there, harmonize with them, and then lead them in the direction that you want them to, wow. And that's what my parents pretty much did to me. It's funny I'm sharing this with you guys, but the same thing happened to me. I was setting my dad in my ways, and yet, look what my parents do. They were very great at communicating. They were great leaders. All right, guys, let's keep going. Ready to get great at leading your kids to success? Just get started on what we talked about here today and you are good to go. Never listen to people who aren't successful. Seek to become the best leader that you can, and then seek to get better at doing it daily. Your kids will follow your lead and you will become the foundation for their success. I'm talking on and off the court. Sorry about that, a typo there, guys. But hey, this is what it's about, guys. Look, be careful who you're listening to. And this goes for parents too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I live in Japan. I see, but I know that this goes across the board. We're all influenced by our friends and everything else. But I can tell you this right now: be careful who you're listening to. I mean, if that person isn't already a great leader or very successful, you don't have any reason to be listening to them. End of story. I don't care who it is. Okay, then seek to become the best you can be right now. That's the thing about being the best. Everybody says, oh, well, I'm not happy with this. No, just little small increments. Okay, let me get a little bit better at being a leader today, a little bit better at being a person today. Okay, it all adds up, and then just keep doing it. And the part I would like to say, too, is, hey, make the support of your foundation. I mean, you want to be able to lead your kids to, I mean, think about it. It's all about you guys. You want to be able to lead your kids. Okay, final message. As a tennis parent, you need to look at yourself as being a part of a team, then focus on getting great at leading your team in your own role. Notice I said, know your role and never overstep it. Lastly, look to become the MVP of your team every year. Okay, last message here, guys. Look, you're part of a team. The coaches, their teachers. Okay, you're part of that team, and what you got to know is that, hey, get great at your role. Know what you need to do. Is it up to you to make sure that they stay on top of their schedule and everything? All right, cool. If they need you for, be there for what they need you for, and give them the room to learn from their mistakes and just be a rock solid supporter of them. And with the coaches, we go back to the relationships. And step two, hey, I mean, they go. I'm not getting into hiring the tennis coaches here because I don't have time, but it's all about you knowing your role, you hiring the right coach, you going approaching the teacher saying, look, I really appreciate your help here. If you could help me with my child who's struggling in this area. Hey, that's what it's all about, guys. You being the MVP. Think about that, guys. Oh, I was just thinking about this before. Imagine if we just had more tennis parents who focus on being just the MVP of their child's team, every year. Man, we have these kids reaching, their potential and more. Am I right? Wouldn't you agree with that, guys? Come on. Come on, give it up, guys. Come on. All right, so it's up to you. Okay, so let me say I have to keep these talks short because when I try to upload them to YouTube, they kind of cut me off right at the 15-minute mark. But again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I'll answer them. And other than that, I'll be trying to come at you guys every other twice a month with some type of talk. And if, like I said, that's another thing too. If you guys have any questions, I can cover them in those talks. So I look forward to hearing from you. I hope this information helps. And this is actually a very important topic that I've been thinking about recently because we know what's going on in the U.S. and all over there. But leadership. Think about it, guys. The leadership. Man, and a great Jim Rome, wow, I'm not gonna forget what he said. He says, one thing that we have a lack of, and we will always be lacking this area is leadership. The great Jim Rome, may he rest in peace, said that, and I'm with him, guys. Come on. I mean, think about it. How great a leader are you? Just be honest with yourself. Get really quiet. Get settled. Meditate. Meditate on this. Contemplate on it daily. And then all you have to do, guys, is follow the steps here. Okay? All right, guys. Enjoy talking to you, and I hope I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a great day.